All right, guys, well, I'm back today with one of the nicest and definitely most modular plate carriers I've ever used. This is the HRT RAC Plate Carrier, and this thing is insane. It's incredibly adaptable for whatever scenario you could possibly think you would need a plate carrier for, and it's also very easy to swap out. When you start investing in a plate carrier, a lot of times you're going to set it up for a specific purpose or task, but sometimes those tasks and purposes change. Whether you're a civilian, a YouTuber like me, or somebody in law enforcement, you may have to change out your setup depending on what you want to do. And the HRT is so modular and so easily adaptive, it allows you to transition within minutes to do a completely different task than you had initially set it up for. This is also pretty slick because it uses a placard system in the front with these two buckles and Velcro, as well as a plate system in the back that uses zippers. We'll talk about that in a later part of this review. Now, before we get too far into it, I do want to give a huge shout out to HRT as well as AceLink Armor for partnering for this video. I'm also going to be featuring the armor I used in this carrier at the end of this video and talking about some of the nicest lightweight polyethylene as well as polyethylene plus ceramic body armor I've used. This thing is so light, and again, it just radically transforms the way I look at armor and plate carriers. This really has shifted the way I view things, and I really want to dig into all the nitty-gritty and tell you guys why I like this system with this armor so much. One of the first things I want to stress about this carrier is this is a premium plate carrier. From the materials they use like Cordura fabric, Velcro, as well as YKK zippers, to the quality of assembly with all of their stitching and refinements in the way they've assembled their carriers. This truly is from top to bottom a solid premium plate carrier ready for duty use, no doubt in my mind. With that being said, the price sort of reflects that. This is not going to be that cheap airsoft carrier you're just going to grab off of Amazon. For the HRT RAC plate carrier, the price ranges from $185 to $205 depending on what color you select, and this Coyote Brown is going to be about $185. And then you will have to add your placards as well as other accessories that you may want for the carrier. So when you're looking at it, that base price is going to be $185 before you start to add all of the accessories. Now let's discuss the heart and soul of the front of the plate carrier, the placard system. This is pretty interesting because it uses two buckles that buckle into the top of the carrier that are attached right here, and then it folds over and attaches to the Velcro at the bottom. This is actually the quick detach cummerbund option, and we'll talk about that later, but I do want to focus on the placards. The placards themselves are available for purchase on their website, and we'll talk about the different options, but this is one of the Maximus placards that is very interesting. It allows you to have different pouches, mag pouches, and side pouches, and this is pretty slick. Before we get too far into that one, I do want to show you the other options for the placards. This is one of the shotgun placards. Again, it buckles in and it Velcros over, and that is a simple change. Very easy to do. In a matter of 60 seconds, you can swap out the different placards. And the last placard I want to discuss that was sent over to me that I haven't had much chance to use yet was the double pistol and double AR mag pouch placard. Again, it buckles in and Velcros over. So you could potentially have something set up for a very specific task when you're talking about maybe an AR-15 and a Glock, or if you decide you need the shotgun, or if you're going on more of a special task where you need more admin pouches to hold different things, as well as different options for the center pouch right here. This Maximus Carrier is pretty cool. Talking about that, you can see in the intro of the video, they actually sell inserts that go into here to allow you to change this into whatever you need. You can drop one of these double inserts here, the triple inserts for the AR pouches, or you can drop an insert in there for, I guess, subgun mags, Glock mags, whatever you kind of think of. This one actually took Mac 11 mags, MP5 mags, Glock mags. It takes whatever, and this actually holds 5 inside this maximum placard right here. That is an awesome option. Now, there are more placard systems available on their website than I've talked about, so the best thing to do is go check them out. But I believe you guys understand the interface with the carrier and how easy it is to swap out. And if you don't want to dump a ton of money into some of these more advanced placards, you could actually start out with the HRT mold placard that comes in at $35. This allows you to clip it in and just have your MOLLE attachments at the front, allowing you to put whatever you have on the front of your carrier that you already may possess, like mag pouches and things like that. Then when you want to upgrade and you really develop that understanding of how the plate carrier works, you can put that shotgun placard on for about $40. The Maximus comes in at about $100. The HRT response placard, again, that's the one with the 2 pistol and 2 rifle, is about $70. And then the HRT triple AR placard comes in at about $70 as well. So again, you guys can see that base price of $185. And then the main feature of the placard can vary from $35 to $100 depending on which one you select. But I love the ability to start with the more kind of universal MOLLE attachment placard and then work your way up to one of my favorites of all time, this Hrt Maximus Placard. One of the cool things about this one is we've already talked about that you can even swap this out for different roles to hold 5 subgun mags or 3 AR mags, but it holds pistol mags on the side, flashlights, knives, and it's got this nice spring-loaded clip in here. And then again, in the admin pouches, I'm actually got a Gemtech suppressor in here. You can put lights in there. It really distributes the weight nicely. And then over here, I've got a flashlight. That is pretty slick. It also has keepers inside if you wanted to run extra mag pouches, pens, papers, things like that, or even a cell phone or a GPS. That's a good option. And this right here is, again, an insert, but because they have Velcro everywhere, I've actually left this on the front to hold some pens and different things like that you can clip in. It just makes it pretty handy, or you can pull this off and run patches. So this is pretty much a general overview of the placard system, and I hope it kind of explains why this is so incredibly modular and easy to swap out. And just when you thought it couldn't get any more modular, in comes the back plate that uses 2 Velcro panels with zippers attached to the top and bottom of the carrier. This allows you to have modularity with the top pouch and the bottom pouches. Again, the best way to kind of go over all of the options is to check out their website on those back panels. But you have a general purpose zip-off pouch with a Velcro front right here, which is incredibly nice for a lot of different tasks that you may want to get access to, but not rather quickly, obviously, because it's located on your back. But then, guys, you have the dual removable general purpose pouches, and this is pretty awesome. They're both accessible if you reach from either side, left or right. You simply remove the Velcro and then rip them off. This allows you to put med supplies, other admin things in here that you may need, but not necessarily want right up front. This also allows you to put different types of medical patches up here to let somebody know if you're injured that these are med kits if you decide to make these med kits. They also have a zip-on medium pack, which is more of a backpack or a loadout kit that utilizes that top and bottom zipper. That is a pretty awesome option as well. It also has a zip-on helmet mesh sack to allow you to store your ballistic helmet. And then it also has a side medical pouch kind of devoted to that you can pull out the side and access to. And then a zip-on horizontal quad flashbang pouch. A lot of departments have officers that are certified to use flashbangs, and this is a great option to store those from behind. Again, this allows you to be very mission specific depending on what you're doing. If you're on standard patrol, or if you're serving warrants, or if you're going into a situation where you need to get somebody out of a house, having the options to kind of customize your carrier before you go into the situation is going to allow you to be better equipped to handle whatever life throws at you. Again, for civilian use, for me anyways, I'm going to leave this setup on here and probably make both of these a kind of a basic medical kit, one for me and one for a buddy, but I do have access if I reach around to unvelcro these and rip them off to use them myself, and put a little, maybe a Velcro placard up here to let somebody know that these are med pouches that they can use for them. Such great and awesome options. And again, the prices range starting at around $40 to $50 all the way up to $130 for some of the packs that include hydration, and then about $100 for some of those backpack options. So you'll really want to dig in, but again, incredibly modular backplate, something I've never seen before and something that's incredibly easy to use. And the last thing I want to talk about when it comes to modularity, and we've already touched on it, is the accessory pouches that you can add pretty much anywhere to this carrier, especially if you pick up that Maximus Placard in the front where it has that spot specifically designed for either 3 AR mags or 5 pistol mags. But they also sell different mag pouches and different types of pouches that can go all over the plate carrier, tuck them underneath, attach them to Velcro, and attach them to your cummerbunds for tourniquets, single mags, multiple mags, and even hanger pouches that you can attach pretty much wherever on this carrier to really fit your needs perfectly. Now let's discuss wearing the plate carrier, because this is incredibly comfortable and it's been designed with the user in mind for long-term wear, in my opinion. I've wore this out to the range countless times. I've driven in my car with it, and I've used it in a wide variety of temperature scenarios, down to pretty darn cold, at least for this area at this time of the year, and pretty hot when it was climbing up to 90. And in all types of weather, they did a good job making this very wearable. Now, you can either use this very minimalist cummerbund or clip system to attach it to your body, which it comes with, or you can do the quick detach cummerbund, which is what I recommend. When you're talking about a plate carrier like this, you're talking about a truly professional duty use plate carrier. And if you're really trusting your life to something like this, if for some reason you get hit and you need to remove the plate carrier, having a quick detach cummerbund is key. And it also has quick detach elements at the top of the carrier, as you saw in the intro of this video. We'll take a look at those in a second, but I did want to feature this quick detach cummerbund. You simply pull down, it unlocks it, and it is so simple. And then to attach it to your body, you simply reclip it together as you saw in the intro, and it works out really well. No issues whatsoever. And again, I've been using this in the cold and hot. It's been holding up well, and it works out great. Now that we're looking at the front of the carrier, I do want to demonstrate one more time for you guys and explain why you'd want that quick detach cummerbund. You simply pull down and back, it detaches, you rotate it over, and you guys can see right here the buckle on one side of the strap that allows you to quickly shed this from your body. If you're involved in a vehicle accident and you need to get out but your carrier is holding you back, or you go underwater, this is a great option to have. For civilian use and us average YouTubers, you're probably not going to need to shed this very fast for those scenarios, but if you do get an impact and you need to receive medical care, having that quick detach cummerbund is key for a wide variety of scenarios. Then to clip it back in, this is actually just keyed. It slides in, buckles like that, simple as that. This system is very impressive to get on and off in a very quick manner. The carrier itself is very comfortable to wear. The straps themselves around your shoulders are very nice, and it's got some very decent padding. Everything is incredibly adjustable, and it also has attachments to run comms as well as hydration cords, two from the back to the front, and it also has some keepers right here again on the sides for all of your comms or hydration cords that you may want. Again, they just thought out every subtle component, making this a truly duty grade carrier. It also has foam inserts right here, keeping the center off your body, allowing for airflow. And this really does keep it very comfortable against your body and allow it to breathe very nicely for whatever weather you're wearing this carrier in. Also, guys, I do want to mention this is a patch. It's not permanently attached, so if you guys don't want the HRT logo right in the front, this one comes off. But that is something to just kind of know. I forgot to mention that earlier. Now I want to discuss the armor used in this video, and I do want to give a huge shout out to Acelink Armor for sending this over for the channel to try out. These guys have some impressive armor, especially for the money compared to some others I've seen on the market. This particular plate is actually the Acelink Level 3 polyethylene armor plate, rifle rated. This plate will defeat up to a 308, and again, it's made out of polyethylene, and it weighs 3.5 pounds, one of the lightest plates I've ever felt. Not only is it light, it's coated very nicely, and it also has a very nice sappy cut to it, allowing it to contour to your body. Once it's in the carrier, you can mount up your rifle very easily and it does not get in the way. And that's what I really want to talk about, this plate in conjunction with this carrier. When you put the pair together, it's like they were designed to work together. And this is some of the lightest, most modular armor setup I've ever used. It allows you to be very nimble and engage your target with ease, especially with the lightweight nature of the plate, as well as the cuts and curvature of the plate conforming to your body. Using an AR-15 or even like the MAC-11 or something like an AR-9, it all flows nicely when you're engaging your target, putting this rifle against your shoulder. It really does form fit to your body well. And again, it is so lightweight, you're more often than not going to grab this armor rather than heavier armor if you don't feel like wearing hard armor. Now, they also make another option that I want to talk about right now, which is a level 4 plate. It's very interesting as well. The next plate I want to discuss is again that Ace-Link level 4 rifle armor plate. This is going to feed up to a 30-06 APM-2 rounds, and this is made out of polyethylene and ceramic, and the type of ceramic is silicon carbide. Now, this weighs a little bit more at 6 pounds, but at 6 pounds to stop what it stops, this is insanely impressive, and it does a great job at being very lightweight. Now, this is very interesting because it still is reasonably thin at 0.9 inches. It also has the sappy cut, so it flows with your body nicely. And then the ceramic, as well as the polyethylene, does a good job at dissipating the energy, then capturing the bullet afterwards, allowing to stop multiple hits of very fast flying and powerful rounds. I can absolutely recommend this armor, again, especially because of the weight versus the performance with that polyethylene and ceramic. Now, when you're talking about prices, this particular plate comes in at $300, but when you're discussing the lighter weight plate, you can actually get that one a little bit cheaper since it's level 3 for about $189. They also have the Ace-Link level 3 Plus that's a little bit better than that level 3, but it comes in at a little bit higher price of $239. Again, you can find all of this information on their website, but I did want to feature both of these because I've used both of them in this plate carrier, and they are a perfect combination, and they really did an amazing job sending this out to the channel to allow us to try out these plates, and I'm very surprised at how well and how comfortable they merge with the HRT carrier, the perfect pair. So in summary, guys, if you're looking for a new armor and carrier setup, definitely take a look at HRT and Ace-Link armor. Whether you want level 3, level 3 plus, or level 4 armor, at a very lightweight option, they're going to have you covered at very reasonable prices. Again, you can find more information about them on your website. And in conjunction with this HRT carrier, I don't think you can go wrong. The quality is impressive, it's comfortable, it fits well, and it's one of the most modular carriers and great ideas I've ever seen. I truly love to see evolution. And before, when I was reviewing some of those high value and budget carriers, I thought, man, well, a carrier is a carrier is a carrier as long as it holds up. This has radically transformed the way I view plate carriers, and this ability to really have mission-specific placards that are removable within seconds is really nice, especially if you're using this for a professional job, a duty-grade carrier. This is going to be a great option. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.